Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth. This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. And I've known him for years. The Brzezinskis have known him for 50 years. If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it. But can he run for president in 2024? Donald Trump lied over and over and over and over again. And Joe Biden couldn't respond to any of those lies.
Welcome to The Right Angle, bringing you news, culture, and politics all from the right perspective. Let's jump into it. So I wanted to do another video on the debates, and I wanted to talk more specifically about the after effects of the debates, how that plays into the sort of political dynamics around the country, and the sort of, I guess, hole that the Democrats have dug themselves into that it will be damn near impossible for them to get out of without looking like massive hypocrites, which we know they are in most cases. I wish I was wrong, but the evidence is astounding. So in the video, and let me say this, okay? Joe Scarborough is probably one of the most insufferable human beings that I've ever listened to. I mean, the guy comes off like he's some kind of tough guy, wearing those stupid glasses, that stupid haircut. You know, the guy really doesn't know what he's talking about. Mika just has him over her knee. You know, he comes in with the whole tough guy act about Trump running circles. Let me tell you something. Everybody who told you that, or not Trump, but Biden, everybody that told you that Biden was running circles around people, that he was the most intellectually curious, that he was sharp and he was running circles around him, that he was detail oriented. You saw that mess. You saw that mess yourself. If you didn't watch the debates, watch the debates. You'll see that mess. You know, the Dems are, like I said, in full panic mode because they can't hide it anymore. In 2020, this guy was getting 5 people coming to his rallies in circles. He was in the basement. He was telling black people that if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. He was doing all kinds of things that no normal person would think that 81 million folks voted for. But okay, we're in 2024. Let's not legislate the past. Now let's talk about what we have here. And like I said, the Democrats, they can no longer gaslight the American people into saying, oh, he's sharp, this and that. You saw it for himself. And really, the real question is, who's really controlling this country? That man could not negotiate himself out of a paper bag. He couldn't do anything. He can barely step down off the stage. And actually, he didn't step down off the stage. He had to have his wife do it for him. And his wife is doing him no favors.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts. And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do? Lied! Yes.
So, okay, I'm not any kind of body language expert. I don't pretend to be. I mean, I've read a couple of books here and there, but I am not a person who studies that. But a normal, average human being can look at that man on stage next to his wife and just see the utter defeat in him, the utter timidness, the weakness. I'm a Christian man, and I don't often look at people that way, but there's so much at stake, and it just gets me in the wrong way. But anyway, you see how she's talking to him like he's a child, like he's a 6-year-old who just, scored his first goal in soccer. I mean, it's embarrassing. But let's see how others within the party who actually have brains or are not coddling the president of the United States, how they're dealing with this and what they're thinking about as far as future actions within the Democrat Party.
And the whole time the split screen is killing Biden. Yep. Because he's got his mouth open, he looks confused, doesn't know where he is. He's lost his train of thought at least twice in like disastrous shape. Those are going to be played a billion times in viral video after viral video. This is an epic disaster. I see people online saying, well, okay, that answer wasn't so bad. No, it doesn't. Any particular answer doesn't matter at all. This thing is over. He looks like he's barely surviving. I don't mean the debate, I mean life. And so there's no person that has a single brain cell left in their head who thinks that Joe Biden is the best candidate to take on Donald Trump. You would have to be even crazier than Donald Trump to think that. This thing is over. I'll guarantee you this. I would bet show me a Democratic politician and I will bet them any amount of money that Joe Biden's going to lose this election if he's the candidate. It's a guaranteed loss. You're telling me this is the most important election of our lifetimes? You're telling me that democracy's on the line and you're gonna put on a guy who can't even talk, who can't even sit there and look normal. This thing's a bloodbath. He's gonna get annihilated. That is, okay, now the Democrats have to decide. Are they happy to lose? Are they willing to lose? Because this is a guaranteed loss.
This is so much worse than my worst nightmares of what it could be like in every way. The visual stuff is obvious. The staring off, the looking down, it looks terrible. His voice is so utterly weak and feeble. And honestly, like that immediately hits you when you see him, but what he says and what he doesn't say on the most important core issues of the election are even worse. Trump won on abortion in the debate. Trump comes out of the January 6th stuff looking fine. He comes out of the criminal conviction stuff looking fine. Joe Biden looks worse on democracy after that. He looks worse on criminality after.
So you hear that. Like I said, the Democrat Party is in full panic mode. Think about this for a second, right? They have gaslit the American people often. Everyone, like the loser Joe Scarborough at the beginning of this video, was saying he was sharp, he was this, he was that. They've known this the whole time. The people inside the White House have known this the whole time. Jean-Claude Van Damme, whatever her name is, the press secretary, has known this for the whole time. Everyone who's commented on his mental acuity has lied flat out, and just like the Democrat privilege that they have, there's no accountability. And one thing that this team here, the Young Turks, they're very popular, progressive part of the political culture, and they talk about Trump's lies. They talk about that as it's a matter of fact, as if it's right, as if it's sure as water is wet, right? And you confront these people about what has Trump lied about. I would admit that Trump embellishes somewhat, but embellishment is not, in the right context, is not a lie, right? Embellishment about, oh, we had the greatest whatever ever. Okay, if you had a really good one or a top 10 one or a top 5, that's really great, right? So it's stuff like that they call lies, so you need to really be careful. Biden lied all throughout it. He lied about the Charlottesville hoax. He lied about the soldiers are losers hoax. He lied about so many lies. He lied about the soldiers in Afghanistan. He lied about no soldiers died under his watch. So obviously, on each side, neither are going to call out those different points. But anyway, as far as the situation goes, like I said, they're in a full-blown panic. And the interesting thing is the party of democracy is openly talking about not having a man run for president that the people of the Democrat side chose, right? They're talking about their party elite choosing who they want, irregardless of the will of the people. Is that democratic? Is that something that we would want for our nation, for that to be the new shift, the new paradigm? I don't think so. Democrats will lie, cheat, and steal to get their way to power. That is it. They see power as the only opportunity to effectuate their goals for the whole population. Now, obviously, the Republicans and everyone in between It's the same thing. You want to win government to enforce a certain type of will, but with the Democrats, it's a will of a centralized government that controls your lives. And for the Republican, it's the will of the individual to make their own choices for their own lives. That is the difference between left and right. And if you want someone else telling you what to do, well, good luck, buddy. I'm not going to have it. And, you know, these people with their lies and with their undemocratic ways have the audacity to tell us that we are a threat to democracy. I'm MAGA. I just want to make America great again. That's all I want to do. And that means prosperous individual Americans. But anyway, that's all I have to say for today. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. It really helps me out as I am new. And until next time, please continue to seek the truth.